Togazani. I am Pabadimu, the advocate of Ilozi, and once again, I welcome you to my channel and thank you so much for choosing to view my video. Well, this is another one of diary sessions. Well, I thought, oh my gosh, let me come here because I was trying so hard to ignore Ilozi because I've been so fatigued and so exhausted, and I guess we are here once again. We have to keep it moving. But today I'm here to speak about this full moon facade or this full moon energy that everyone is talking about. And I mean, everyone, I think, I don't know what is happening. It's a good thing that we all spiritually awaken. I was telling my other friend the other day that it's good to see people that they are awakened and they know that some things are happening for the better. Because I mean, useteksini, you're trying to do something. People are like, hey, full moon, hey, full moon, and you go, Yakupo, my friend, you're saying, what are you coming to buy, my friend? And you're like, no, my friend told me I want that one. And he's like, no, you're not designing properly. You want a brown or white bread? Is a full moon is got you in there. So it's all about, I feel that people are just not understanding and they just going full moon and making excuses, not understanding what we mean by that. So I'm not necessarily going to teach about it, but I'm just going to explain. But what am I saying? I'm going to teach them. You see what's doing to me? Scribbling my frequencies. So personally, I have not been coping whatsoever. These have been the worst couple of days. Wow, like they have been the worst couple of days. I've been eating so much and I've been eating junk food. My sleep patterns have been so disturbed. I've been just agitated over everything, and a lot of things are being so transparent in my life, and my dreams, OMG. I pass that and I'm like, this is what I want and you better give me directive about it. And I go to bed and ta-da. So it's just been once like huge roller coaster, and emotionally I've been in the pits. Honestly, I have had to revisit a lot of things that I've been avoiding, and I think the process of healing is that. So on my side, I think I'm doing better and than I would normally do because I've been trying to keep myself as busy as I can. So I was telling my friend that yo upramun like magaha, and they're like si sharp, we are good, like we are covered. So this full moon is what it is. But saying kulmela noguti naksasa, when the full moon comes, don't be ignorant and just say guti, ah, it's just a full moon, it's just a full moon. So what I'm trying to make you understand is that everything is energy, and in Nazi we are people that are energy. So what happens during this phase, right? As you know that a full moon uma is it's going in circular motion because is iphelele and then ibuye futhi iphelele and then. So there is a full moon and a new moon, right? Kodwa when there's a full moon, it is very painful. Think of a pregnancy. Uma umama ezozala umntwana. What happens around that? A lot of things happen. It's just painful times, it's just stressful times. So that is, I want you to think of a full moon as a pregnancy. So what it happens that uma isifigile, the full moon, right? It gives birth to new energies, to restart, to changes in our lives. Because if I honestly, if how can I put it? It's like the big brother of the spiritual world because it comes and keeps us in check. Because not only does it work for us spiritually, but it works for everything. Be it a dog, be it a cat, be it, just check the behavioral patterns around everything, especially when there's a full moon. Check even the times, the temperatures, everything just changes because the big boss is in the house, and we need to, like, it's like you being monitored. It's like the headmistress is here trying to take notes and everything. So the main purpose of the full moon, I want you to think of a full moon ukuthi izelela ukuzodeliver ushintsho. So translating it ngesintu sentu, a full moon intwaso kamoya, or rather intwaso esukibuya ngokwedlozi, right? If mhlawumbe I can put it like that, because I know you like being extra and saying ukuthi izidlozi umoya, calm down. Like, calm down. So intwaso kamoya, that puts your spirit in check. And what it does, it assists you, because that is like you being the system esuki kuwe emzimbeni wakho, it's being updated. So intwaso kamoya inzima. Honestly, if you guys ngicabanga ukuthi a full moon is hard, then you're not ready to be healers. Honestly, you're not ready for this life, because kunzima lana. And you see this phase that you're going through right now, we go through it every single time. Sometimes there is no full moon, but you find yourself questioning yourself, going outside and be like, what is going on? You know? So the whole concept of speaking about energies and spiritualities, because earth, wind, water, and fire, and all the elements, we encompass all these things because they work together for our good. Because we need the sun for our skin, we need the sun for us. The sun is life. So what I'm trying to say to you is that everything works together for its own good. So honestly, mansengicabanga kahle, all these energies esuke ziba, you know, esizitshansmithayo ezenzakalayo la emhlabeni, zibalansisa yini? Yes, scientifically they might say ukuthi it's just the moon, it's just there, but mina spiritually, how we relate to the moon, intwaso kamoya, when you see that, you know that is a period of change. Umoya wakho uyazila. That's what happens to you spiritually. Your spirit, it goes into hibernation automatically. Your spirit goes into mourning, because it is like sitting there crouching and awaiting this huge spiritual scan happening to it, kancane kancane, no matter how long that full moon lasts, you know. And it's a painful experience, because they are busy scanning and they're saying, look, you never healed from this. And it's so painful, because those feelings are being transmuted into your life. So that is what's going on with you. Because mandulo, when there was you know what happens when there's a full moon? A full moon, it lights everything up. It illuminates everything up, with or without electricity. So that's what it does to your life, to your spiritual life. It's here to remind you that you're not of this world. That is why you're going through this. Because even nolwandle, check the tides when there's a I was just ngiyakuthanda. Like understand the textbook, yeah? I understand that. So you are being renewed. You are being uyasefeka, uyaklineka, kunezinto eziklinekayo ngawe. There's a lot of spiritual work that's got to be done, and that is an automatic thing. So what happens to some people is that because they are not so spiritually, you know, abalandeleli izinto zikamoya, or rather they're not there, the full moon comes, they don't even know. Or sometimes the full moon comes, they feel it, and then they keep it moving, and then it comes again, they keep it, and then so you always be at that point. But when you're spiritually inclined, when you know who you are, when a full moon comes, you know it's time for new energies. You know good, it's time good manje ngihlele, because what is happening is that they are taking the old book yakho egcwele ama scribbles, right? They're taking the old book. I'm trying to find my old book. All right, anyway. They take the old book, ekwelama scribbles, all these things that you've been going through. They take this, iyahamba, and then they deliver to you a new book. You now know good, it's time to start anew. It's time to realign. I learned my lessons. And also what the full moon does, it's like, are you still friends with Mpo? The one you say you trust so much? When you're not looking, chiki, you hear certain things about. So that's the purpose of the full moon. It's here to keep us in check. It's here to redirect and show us indlela, or rather the light. So some of us deal with it differently, and some of it act differently to it. And I don't want you to come here and acting all confused and stuff. Mina, I'll just say, sisentwasweni kamoya. So ukuthwasa, it's training. It's intwaso uma kuza into entsha, because uyathwasa undlulela uzondlula khona, because new things are coming, change is coming. So once you grasp that, you know good, you're on the right path, because anything and everything happening around this phase or this period, it is showing you something, or it's saying something to you, and you must read into it if you can. So I don't want you to come here and be like, go. No, understand it for yourself, because this is your spiritual journey at the end of the day. So I was honestly, I came here like it's so even hard to take pictures. It's so even hard to do it. Like it's so hard to do anything. Like because the energies are so strong, and you think during the day it will be better. We are fun. It's not as though ihambile iyo positia somewhere. It's still there. It's just that it's during the day. So up until this process, then you know, good see, yoy, the full moon has absorbed all these energies. Bese iyahamba ke bathandekayo, iyochitha konke lokhu, ibuye isigcwele the new energies izozitranslate. And at the same time, while it's transmitting all these energies, it's absorbing all these negative things and all these things we do not need empilweni zethu, or rather we do not need in our spirits, in our auras, whatever the case might be. So whenever you look at the full moon, or even if you're going to look at it today, tonight, or you know, think of it going, I know it sounds weird, but that's what's always in my mind. Because it's always working over time. So in Zimalento Layer, not many get to experience that. So if you're going through that, imagine your spirit being in a crouching position. That is why even, I don't know, people are brave out here. It's even hard to have sex when it's like this. Like, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. You making sex, you having sex, the kind of babies you're gonna have in Matsola at this time, while good energy transmission. So good luck, shame. Good luck. So it's very much a very stressful time. So it's a very significant time, but it is very much, important to our spiritual growth and our spiritual ways. That's why it's isn't though, spirituality is very wide. Spirituality is freedom, and it needs you to be open-minded. When I speak open-mindedness, these are the type of things I mean. Even the environment, once you go after, because even after the full moon, you're still gonna get hangover, where full moon. Now you don't know what to do. You're feeling as though there's this void to fill in your soul. You don't know what to do. It's okay, because a lot of people are making so many mistakes right now because you're feeling as though there's something I need to do with my life. Because right now, if there are new energies coming into your life, you'll feel this urge of change, this urge of I'm not happy with my life, this urge of I don't know what I'm doing, this urge of why me, then you know that it's showing you that keep it moving, baby girl, wake up. There's a bigger picture to this, because we often lose our ways in all of this. So I don't want you to be too hard on yourself and think this is the end of the world or whatever the case might be. And also, saying things ongazazi, because I've seen people posting but I'm like, do you understand what you're talking about? Because I honestly thought I'd see you after the full moon, but I was like, no, let me come just shed some light, being tell about I'm not in a good space, honestly. I'm not in a good space. I'm forced to not be in a good space. So until this phase passes, I want to see myself next to like my savannah, and I want to see myself next to the people I love, the people that I just want that, because honestly, go rough. I don't wanna lie, guys. It's even hard. I was telling my friend that awukakanyi nyi if awukakaphahli ulele ngeside utshela amadlozi ukuthi yazi bugogo mina angisazi, honestly, because it gets there. You get so tired spiritually, and it happens, and that is why there is a time, or rather a phase of renewal. Abanye benu, you're gonna lose things now. Abanye benu, you're gonna get new things. So whatever it is that you are saying, I want it to happen, I think this is the time. I've been using being lawyer nyana, being lawyer kancane. I've been taking advantage of the transmissions of energies, because everything is just a mess. So you are able to get away with anything. Because one thing I want to tell you is that the full moon works for good and bad, right? But why I'm telling you this is that if full moon in Asoga Moya. So now if you're not spiritually trained, whatever the case might be, you get lost. That is why your spirit is in a crouching position, because as much as it's a full moon, it's as good as transmitting energies. Taking all of these negative energies and doing something ngaloko. Like the frequencies are high, manje. Sonke sisempini. Like right now, yimpi gamoya, and you're not aware. I wish I could show you what is happening in the sky. So there's a lot of happening. There's a lot of happenings whereby amadlozi are forcing you to let go of certain things, but spiritual attacks are like, I never, I not Lorna, I so it's a lot of things that are going on there. So why I need to go out being lawyer, whatever the case might be, being lawyer, but the good part, right? I was using the energies for my better because there's certain things that I was procrastinating on doing. So I was setting those intentions. I'm like, I want this to be done, and I want it to be done this way. And it was happening. It's always been happening like that. So I was using that to my advantage. I'm like, I'm thankful for this open window because right now I don't have to explain myself to anyone. I don't even need Gucci partly like that much because there's so much going on. I just said it. I'm like, this is what I want. And I know Xasa it's gonna happen because there's so much going on. So don't be vulnerable at this point. Secure yourself. And if you can, I always say if you're brave enough, whenever you find that there's a full moon coming, use a black candle to pray, or use or light a black candle. A black candle is power. A black candle is protection. A black candle exudes and absorbs. A black candle, wow. I don't know if you're ready to hear about this, but a black candle does so much as siyaloya ngayo, but you can also heal yourself. You can also protect yourself because right now your energies are so all over the place. And don't buy it if you feel good or anything, because it's just a black candle. I have black hair on. I have a black wig on. Like eyelashes, they black. So I don't necessarily, understand, because as much as they say white candle, what you can also bewitch someone with the white candle if you want to. Honestly, it's just wax and a string, honestly, but it's the energies you, or rather the intentions you are using around that. So even if you're not necessarily led to use a black candle, use another kind of candle that you can get, but be in hibernation. If umoya wakho uyasindwa kakhulu and you find that you cannot pray, awukwazi ukuphahla, zila mntana ethonga, kuzondlula. Honestly, kuzondlula. Like kuzondlula. Like this too shall pass. It's just that ezinye izinto I honestly explain them better, when I'm with people that are like, but I hope you caught it, and I hope you get what I'm trying to say to you, that this phase is gonna pass. Um, it's not the end of the world. And when a new moon comes, you saw I was from a new moon. You saw how much I was glowing. Like, look at me now. A new moon is something else. A new moon is just there to deliver all the good things. Honestly, it's, but when a full moon comes, it's pregnant with all of these things. Then ifike izoteta, and then kuyahlanga and all of this. Like, yeah, so manje ngithi no, full moon makahamba ayobona umuntu wakhe, and then uzobuya sekabuya, because honestly it's too much. So even now, take advantage of the time we are in and the spaces, because sisentwaseni noma, winter times ifana no nesikhathi sokuzila, because everything changes. I was telling my friend that I everything changes. People will be complaining my lips are dry, my skin is dry, but honestly, that's the same thing that is happening spiritually. You're feeling dry. Some of you are feeling this urge. You don't know, this urge to do something. Some of you are feeling tired. Some of you are progressing, because that is winter. It is shedding. So I'm so grateful that we are experiencing this full moon right now, because it is propelling us to the greatest things that are coming our way. I'm happy. I'm happy. In life, I am happy. Note that, side note, I am happy. It's just that I feel so grateful about all of these things. I'm happy, yes, and my life is going okay. It's just that right now I'm in the pits because of what's going on. Like, I'm forced to like feel like shit, and it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. So it is what it is. So I don't want you to be that person. So now I wake up in the morning and tell yourself you're happy, your life is going okay. Because I don't want to sit here and complain about anything. I just want to tell you, because the full moon is like listening. I don't want to attract isn't negative around me, because situations around me during the day, I'm getting triggered. I'm getting annoyed by people and things. But when I come into the space, or rather that's where I feel calm. That is where I feel that I can breathe, So use this full moon to your advantage, however you used to. And I hope we'll see each other on the other side, seeing mono. And I always say, to my friend as we were talking, I'm so sorry guys, because she's the only one that and we are on the same level spiritually, you know. So I have friends, but there's this one, we just speak these deep things. So I was saying to her that right now, whatever decision you make, don't blame me, blame the full moon. If I say something, don't blame the full moon. If I do something, don't blame me, blame the full moon. Until Indlula, then I can explain myself, you know. So it's hard, it's even hard to like put on your lashes, but that's why I haven't changed my hair, because I felt like I just am looking like someone's uncle. Can this pause? Imagine, spiritually we appear missing. It's so painful. It's so painful. But other than that, I wish you nothing but the best, moving forward. And write things down, write what you want to see down, and, you know, write everything down. I always have a book with me everywhere, and I always write things down. Or abantu abangideny, I write. I write anything I want in life. I write. I'm a writer. That's who I am. I like to write things. I'm not so much good as explaining, or rather being vocal. Yes, I can teach, but when it comes to some things, I just write down, and I go back to visit that book after a while, and I'm surprised to see that, OMG, this shit. So yeah, it is what it is. But I don't want to voice too much because I'm all over the place. Like, I'm here, but my spirit is there. Like, it's just too much. So I just want to go rest. And I will see you in these coming days. But take care of yourselves. And even with the full moon hangover, if izo hangover is I would say, don't overdo whatever it is that it's leading you to. But always know that there is still another day, and you still need to protect yourself and be aware. So I'm grateful that we're gonna be different parents. You know, I think mina gwami, I'll be saying to my husband and to my kids at the time that when it's a full moon, guys, it's okay, stay in your rooms, I'll cook for you, you know, let's just chill indoors. You don't even have to explain anything, you don't even have to clean, don't touch it, because we're gonna be those kind of parents, you know. We won't be like, yo, why is Valele over? You know how parents are. But anyway, so yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, I'll see you on the other side. But thank you so much for coming through to be my video. Do leave your experiences. How are you feeling? How's this full moon treating you? I know I am in the pits, guys. I'm in the pits. I don't want to let you. The eating part, I think after all of this, I need to start working out. Like anyeke, like I'm just chowing my life away. Like nyadla. Like I eat ne, but now it's too much junk food. Like I finished 6 donuts, give one. I went again, I bought other donuts. Like it's just too much. Wake up like it's just too much. It's just too much. I'm having too much. All of everything. I was avoiding caffeine, but I'm having like go heavy, go heavy, go heavy. So I will see you on the other side. But thank you so much. I am Pobadimu, the advocate of Ilozi. And once again, this was another Oh My Lozi diary session. I'll definitely see you later. Tuguzan.